Right now, the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol reconvenes for another public hearing.
And we've got an alert day today as fall tries to settle in. We've got gusty winds. We'll have the latest on that coming up.
And the neon lights return to the Boots Court Motel.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The January 6th committee is holding what could be its last public hearing today. This is a special digital edition of KOAM News. The January 6th committee is back in session. And unlike previous hearings, there will be no witnesses called today, but committee members say there will be plenty of new information revealed. Committee members say they will show former President Trump's state of mind ahead of and during the attack and the central role he played in the scheme to overturn the election. The committee has not had a hearing since July 21st, and since then, it's collected 1.5 million pages of documents and communications from the Secret Service, including details about how agents blocked Trump from attempting to join his supporters at the Capitol even after the assault began. A jury in Florida reaches a decision in the death penalty trial of the Parkland shooter. The panel is recommending the gunman not be executed for the 2018 high school massacre that killed 17 people. Instead, they want Nicholas Cruz to spend life in prison for killing 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School on Valentine's Day in 2018. During the 3-month trial, jurors heard from both the prosecution, who argued for the death penalty, as well as the defense, who was hoping for life in prison. His lawyer called him a broken and abused person and asked for compassion. Law enforcement in southeast Kansas make 2 arrests after discovering a pipe bomb in an SUV. Labette County deputies were called to the 3800 block of West Main in Parsons about a suspicious SUV. When they arrived, they found 3 people coming out of a storage unit that did not belong to them. Authorities searched the SUV and found the explosive device. 2 of the people, Daniel Mitchell and Holly Van Winkle, were arrested on active warrants. The 24th annual Tar Creek Conference wraps up today in Miami, Oklahoma. The conference has been held since 1998 in an effort to bring awareness to the impact toxic mining waste has had on the area. The conference offers a chance for a partnership between the Quapaw Nation, the EPA, and the Oklahoma community to address the issues and find solutions beneficial for everyone involved. And the neon is back on, and just in time for this year's Maple Leaf Festival weekend. Back in September, the Boots Court Motel gave KOAM a sneak peek at the historic motel's most recent renovations. The owners had hoped to have renovations complete for the Maple Leaf Festival. Last night, the Vintage Motel in Carthage turned on its neon lights to attract visitors and just to turn a few heads. Boots Court Motel opened in 1939. It actually started off as a gas station. Well, it's starting to feel like fall, but will these cooler temps stick around? Chris Warner joins us with a first look at the forecast.
Yeah, I wish they would, but it's going to be an odd roller coaster of temperatures the next several days. The first thing we're dealing with, though, is an alert day for today because we have a red flag warning until 8 o'clock tonight. So absolutely no outdoor burning as we've got gusty winds pushing 30, 35 miles an hour and sustained winds of around 20, which in Joplin at 1210, it's 68 degrees. That wind west-northwest at 20, and take a look at the dew point, 28, the humidity 22%. That's why it's so dry, and despite the rain we got yesterday, it is very dry out there. It's why we have red flag warnings for the entire area through 8 o'clock tonight because of how dry it still is. In fact, the drought situation hasn't improved. It's actually changed, and we'll talk about that too. 68 in Yates Center, 69 Parsons, Oswego, 67 Pittsburgh, 66 in Lamar at the noon hour. And this is what I'm talking about with the drought tracker. It updated today, and as you can see, the exceptional drought, which is the highest category of drought, has overspread an even larger chunk of the area, spreading out extreme drought and severe drought all across the area. As we go through the rest of the day today, still looking at 69 for a high, 68 by 2, 65 at 5, 57 by 8 with those windy conditions tapering off a bit before they'll pick up again tomorrow, drop back down to a low of 47 under mostly clear skies. And a quick look at the 7-day. This is what I mean. 81 on Friday, 77 on Saturday, 70 on Sunday. Fall-like for the first part of next week. And then as you see, we turn around and start warming back up to the lower 80s. Thanks so much for joining us for this special digital edition of KOAM News. We'll see you back here tonight at 5.